Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. This video is a general review, looking at this car's customization and performance. Any personal thoughts I share are subjective in nature, and remember, your experience with the car will likely be different from mine. This review is not a tier list, nor is it a guide on what is meta. The main goal is to objectively show you the car's features so that you can decide for yourself if it is worth pulling for. Overall, don't roll because it is meta. Roll because you like the car or what you learn here about how it behaves. The decision is yours to make, not anyone else's to dictate to you. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the video. Have you ever wanted to drive something that feels less like a car and more like an experiment in aerodynamic perfection? Have you ever wanted a taste of what happens when Aston Martin channels F1 hybrid madness into a road-legal beast? Then let me tell you why you should, or should have rolled, for the 2019 Aston Martin Valhalla Concept. Welcome to Why You Should, where for a car that has a mythologically endearing name, you're faced with something that came out of an aquarium. Do note that whatever I say about the car doesn't reflect on its overall performance in its entirety with regards to performance in comparison to other vehicles in the game. If you're here because you grew up with Cyber Formula GPX as your first racing anime and loved the Valhalla for sharing a similar aesthetic just without the massive contracting jet boosters, smash that like button, share this with your fellow RM drivers, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a poll-worthy pick. Born from Aston Martin's collaboration with Red Bull Racing, the Valhalla Concept is the spiritual bridge between the track-born Valkyrie and the road-going hypercar world. Underneath its flowing bodywork lies a 3-liter twin-turbocharged V6, paired with the all-known Curse hybrid tech, producing a staggering 986 horsepower wrapped inside a 1,550 kilogram frame. The result is an engineering statement of intent, an exotic weapon that balances high-speed composure with futuristic hybrid efficiency, serving as Aston Martin's leap into the electrified performance realm. But its attributes may surprise you otherwise. In Racing Master, it occupies a fascinating niche, not the rawest hypercar, but a precision-built high-speed machine with incredible slipstream and top-end grip around high-speed corners that makes it a master of the long game. It is built for high-speed stability, boasting exceptional grip through corners and a slipstream gain that builds speed as long as it's within the draft. It may not be as dominant as the big Bs and the big 3s, but when handled and built correctly, would be the biggest upset of every race to your favor. True to the concept car form, there is no customization beyond painting the hood, windows, and headlights. The Valhalla's design speaks for itself. Its form is a sculpted manifestation of aerodynamic efficiency, with every vent, curve, and crease existing for a reason. It doesn't need flair. It is the flare. The Valhalla is built for speed and precision. It holds the road with ironclad grip at high speeds. On long, fast circuits, it rewards confident drivers who can commit to corner entries and use throttle modulation to steer rather than brute input. Benefits from a strong braking profile and maintains smooth super acceleration up to 230 km per hour. Paired with a mid-level hyper launch, you can at least start your attack in the middle of the pack at best. Yet, its slipstream acceleration gain is among the best in its class, allowing it to close massive gaps within seconds if positioned right. Where it struggles is in low-speed corners, where the car's aerodynamics and drivetrain balance cause severe understeer, especially from mid to corner exit. Its acceleration rate slowly degrades over time before hitting the cap, giving it a tapering feel at high RPMs. And compared to other limited extremes, its rank point gain is notably lower, meaning you'll have to work even harder for those leaderboard positions despite equal effort. Lastly, this is a car you should stay away from red drift zones for more than a second. It reacts to it like the Evo 3. However, with the intense grip combating the drifts, you'd find yourself stalling more and losing speed than even sliding and hitting the barrier. Though the Valhalla does boast tremendous grip on high-speed corners, it is a far cry from being designated as a pure grip car. This is in fact the first one to ever utilize both playstyles to a certain extent. This would come off as off-putting to most players given the game's current slide-oriented nature, but rest assured there are 3 approaches with handling the Valhalla. The first of the 3 being 1-1-1-3-2, the most comfortable and versatile tune. It encourages more throttle-off cornering, letting you mix grip and drift playstyles with ease. Gears 3 and 4 dominate your cornering flow, keeping revs high and handling responsive. Ideal for balanced drivers who enjoy control, rhythm, and comfort. The second tune being 1-1-3-3-2 is a dedicated somewhat grip tune that disables traction control for sharper turn-ins, but at the cost of ever-increased understeer. Best used for grip purists or as a training setup to refine throttle discipline. However, expect slower podium results unless you are exceptionally consistent with the playstyle. This serves more as a proving ground for grip enthusiasts than an overall grip-worthy vehicle, so you've been warned. Last among the 3 recommended tuning setups is 2-3-2-3-2, a speed and slipstream focused tune, one of the Valhalla's only redeeming qualities. It prioritizes high RPM acceleration and top-end power while simplifying gear management. You will use fewer gears overall throughout the circuit, but the trade-off is reduced mid-corner agility. It works wonders in high-speed track circuits with long high-speed bends. This tune is ideal for those participating in the Master Series but do not own the car, or for those lacking in parts to fully utilize the Valhalla's true potential. When driving the Valhalla, take note of the following. Start strong by launching slightly past the super perfect start marker to avoid stalling the hybrid system. The Valhalla's strength lies in its high-speed grip, so maximize your entry lines and use late braking transitions into light drifts on low-speed corners to direct the nose where you need it. On fast corners like Red Bull Ring Fiesta's final corner or on certain corners at Sicily, you can take some turns flat out with simple throttle modulation and gentle braking adjustments. Always brake on or before the drift markers. Overshooting will trigger instant understeer. Get used to long decelerations and aim to stay in gears 3 and 4 for optimal stability and torque balance. Finally, in competitive play, slipstream usage is non-negotiable. It is your lifeline to maintaining position against the heavy hitters of the extreme class. The 2019 Aston Martin Valhalla Concept isn't your typical hypercar. It is a high-speed symphony of technology and precision. It asks for discipline, patience, and respect for physics. Master that balance and the Valhalla won't just reward you with speed. It will make you feel like you're piloting the future of performance itself. Because the Valhalla isn't just about going fast. It is about transcending speed. But that's just my take. What car do you want to see me break down next? And if you roll for the Aston Martin Valhalla, drop your experience in the comments. Help out the ones still on the fence or kicking themselves for skipping it. While you're here, hit like if this helped, share it with your crew, and subscribe so you won't miss the next one. This is Miyogi saying see you guys on the next roll.